Then he comes to media and starts kasiufu, kalabika bobinze, njagala nwaji, bichi.
Yes.
And I'm like, nigga, kasiufu, but you asked for some.
Okay. Now, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm here.
Yeah.
Surviving, making it, rushing to dreams, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, surviving like any other human being.
Industry, what's the biggest hurdle you've observed in this industry?
I don't give attention to hurdles.
Hurdles
are water to me.
I've seen some artists coming through saying that yes, Olukokola Nawali, others are saying I was bewitched here and there. Mulimumbu nedogo juju voodoo, you know. I've attended a couple of events backstage. Enkokola bazukubana abayimbi abali established ngoli line up. Like no, you're not going on right now. True. You know, sometimes it's the head of security for these events who are. Yeah. I've witnessed some of the things firsthand, and I'm like, did they just do that to, this artist?
They do that,
but
kaira couple lumbo chimanyi. So I do not want to say I've not faced the hurdles.
Yeah.
But the last thing I give attention is somebody trying to break me.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell you I don't even recognize any. I'm trying to go forward and you're failing me. I'm going to make sure I go forward.
Yeah.
And that is me. So the hurdles are there. Maybe the bewitching is there, but Dogoliawe has not caught me yet. Where is it going to find me? You can't bewitch Kapa. So I'm sorry for those who are facing it, but I'm not.
You're not.
I'm in a straight line. I mean, I feel like sometimes it's not about Dogo. You just have to get up and do what you got to do than... telling people but I feel like I just get up and do something. It's not is Dogo real?
I don't know, because you see, I think because you see there is darkness and then there is light, right?
Yes.
So I think there are people who actually with dark hearts. That's for a fact.
Most of us, a human being is divided, double.
Yeah.
You're good and bad. That's the honest truth. So we are all like that. Sometimes I'm jealous of some people. Sometimes I'm mad at somebody that has done completely nothing. There are people I hate that I've never met. It's natural.
Where do we categorize the wicked?
When you emphasize your bad side more, like you concentrate more on being bad. Watagaba, you're evil, you don't like people happy. I mean, you give a lot of concentration to the negative of the negative side of you. That's when you become wicked. Yeah, but there are people we are all good and bad, but you try to give good more attention.
I've heard you saying in some interview that wagano kugaba.
Yeah.
Then I've also heard Gravity when he came here. He was like,
but you see, see this
is that
gentleman.
Just banter? Are they friendly exchanges or it is real stuff? Because you see, sometimes when I see these things, I'm like, okay, is this for showbiz, like the usual banter, to push maybe something, but it's not like real stuff that there is a grudge or a vendetta or some bitterness.
Well, maybe he's pushing something because this guy has gone to over 50 interviews, basing them all around Kapa. But for Kapa's side, my issue began with him not paying me after I worked for him. And that, I think, was the first trigger. I worked for him for about 4 or 5 shows. His last concert, nigga didn't pay me.
Or maybe I told, what were the arrangements? Promo.
No. You can't give Kapa a promo when she's the one that gave you a collaboration. You came for the collaboration. You're not giving me no fucking promo.
Let's get this straight, Kapa.
Yeah.
Gravity was already established, right?
Yes.
At that time.
That sometimes when you look at talent and you're like, she's good. Gravity contacted me.
He reached out.
Yes, he reached out. I was actually in Fort Portal the time he called. Yo, I need us to do this project, blah, blah, blah. I told him, you're going to give me about 3 months because it's not on my plan. Then I'm going to get back to you.
All right.
3 months after, I called him. I told him, I think now I'm ready if you're still ready. He's like, of course I am. I'm like, fine, let's meet here. He got there before me.
Yeah.
I got there. I gave him a project. I told him I'm going to come up with a project. So I gave him the center project. Told him, you're filling in here and here. I'm staying here and here. He went to the studio, did his part. We agreed, went, shot the video, and released the project.
So you gave him the demo? Because when you say, I told him, feel here and here.
Yes. The song is mine. Have you seen Gravity perform center anywhere? He's not supposed to, not even allowed to. It's my song.
Do you still perform the song?
Ooh, I didn't sample you. I want to sample you. The song is mine.
Hey.
Center belongs to me.
Center belongs to you.
Yes, so that is what happened. So on his period of his shows, he calls me, yo, I have shows, but I don't know how you're going to act about it. You might disturb me. I'm like, no, I actually am willing to be there for you. But there's going to be some payments. It's like, cool. I meet him, we discuss payment. We did not go receipts or what. I wanted to trust him. You know, we've worked together, so I think I can trust you without receipts and everything. You're a fellow artist. So we agree. Actually, Mandu talks to me. That's my former manager. He talks to me. He's like, I think we should go books. I'm like, no, let me try to trust him. I mean, he didn't look like what he's looking like right now.
What is it? Yeah, okay, let's first finish, you know.
So so Mandu is like, okay, cool, discuss artist to artist. So I discuss with him. I do all the shows. After a show, he tells me, so they have taken the money, they're doing this, but I'm going to make a total count together and give you money as a whole. After the last show, he actually first disappears until I find him again. You understand?
Okay.
And he gives me peanuts. And he's like, tomorrow I'm going to wire you this amount, then like that till I finish my date. I'm like, this guy, all the years you've worked, you cannot collect my money together and give me. Must you pay in bits?
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. So he never communicates from that moment ever again. I call him, I start texting him. I'm like, I'm going to cut your car tires or I'm going to take you to the media if you don't give me my money.
And what
he thinks
did Wabuyu
I'm
say?
playing. You know the Wabuyu, the way he can be so indisciplined. I pity. He's so indisciplined. So he attacks me in display, like he goes silent, he doesn't say a word. So I go to media and I'm like, Wabuyu Sasula. Nanyiga. Nanyiga. Oshegera. So when he gets mad, the next time he comes to media, he tells the media how Martha is better than me. Meanwhile, he didn't go to Martha for the collaboration. He came to Kapa.
He came to Kapa.
When you find Kapa singing dancehall and you've never witnessed her sing, you think she can't sing, you put her in your collaboration, your category. I don't scream, I sing. Gravity Ghana dancehall.
Okay.
So he tries to categorize me with him. So that's where the whole issue comes.
That's where the whole issue.
Yes.
So you were mad. Let's get this straight. Did you get over the money or you're still demanding?
I got over it because I've realized he doesn't have it. I think to be akweraga, but they don't have the money. It's just to show off.
All right.
You know.
Was it just banter or it is real stuff?
This is real. He's mad over the money, and that's where the whole thing comes from. Then he comes to media and starts kasi ufu, kalabika bobinze, njagala nuaji, bichi.
Yes.
And I'm like, nigga, kasi ufu, but you asked for some.
Okay. Now, he says that you sent him some X-rated pictures.
Which X-ray? Okay, let him release. He said he has my notes. Tell him to release them. I'm good.
Yeah.
Alabalageko. Mumuguze ziriwa. Tell him to release them. Oshegede. Mugamba zite wabazirina. You see, Yes. That short boy's problem is one. You do not want to agree to what is real. Oshegede, if he has the notes, I sent him the news. That boy was shot a year ago, I don't know, 2 years.
Yeah.
And he posted a picture doing this with a bullet here and here. A bullet in the stomach and in the chest. And you still sit and listen to him. Muwano ne wano n'abawana ekifaananyi nga ali ati. Oyo ng'akubuulira story ng'ogiwuliriza.
Let me ask you, you said you were angered when he pitted you against Martha. Mutsa.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean,
was that after Martha's concert?
Yeah.
That towards Martha's concert?
After the concert. After him realizing that I was right, he still wanted to pin me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see this boy, you're short, you're black, you're disturbing the world.
Wanji mama.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. Now, do you think some